back with another video, y'all. Bad News Brown. In this video, I'm going to be speaking a little bit on the Charleston White situation. Now, normally I try not to speak directly on a particular podcaster or whatever, but I mean, sometimes I will, and depending on the subject matter I'm going to comment on it, it really don't matter. As in this case, so I'm going to speak on it. Now, I guess some old footage resurfaced of Charleston White taking a stand on his homeboys. I guess he was a juvenile, I'm not sure, or whatever. And normally I wouldn't give a fuck to that extent, or normally it wouldn't matter to that extent, but being who Charleston White is, in the antics he put out, he getting a whole lot of backlash, and somebody requested that I need to speak on it. So I'm about to speak on it. Now, see, the thing is, y'all, me personally, not even on me personally, when I first heard about Charleston White some years back, a little while back, I kind of took him as a comedian. Because, hey, honestly, I thought he was related to Cat Williams somehow. And it's no disrespect to Cat, but he just kind of favored him in the way he sounds, you know. But anyway, now as a little time went on, I actually sat and actually watched one of his videos, and he was pretty much speaking on basically, you know, manhood, taking responsibilities, and not playing video games and all that. So I can agree with that, you know, for sure. So as time went on, he started saying more and more outlandish stuff. Now, me personally, I'm like, nah, that's not my style, but it's for shock value, and everybody's doing it. Certain titles are just it's for shock value, it's for views, it's for clicks. So, okay. Then he started getting more and more disrespectful and to the wayside, and to the point to where he started getting way out of line with people, certain things. So at that point, it starts to take from your main overall objective, whatever that may have been, because those antics you doing, Charleston, it takes, even if you in your mind you thought you may have had a method to the madness, and you gonna come around to your main point, you done said certain stuff to where that your point get totally threw out the window, even if it's a good, sincere, honest point. So that's where I feel he's at right now, and I've been since stopped watching him. But of course, things that show up on my feed, and depending on what it is, I may have watched it. Like, I guess recently it's going around that he disrespected the child that was slain in the Texas rapper shooting. And I didn't watch it, but I seen the clip. But nevertheless, I guess his point, he was trying to reference something in the Bible, but nah, what you say, how you say it, bro, nah. You know, because for one, you personalize it, whether you mean to or not. You saying stuff, and people gonna take that personal, especially when it comes to loved ones. And then you, even before that, way back when you was disrespecting certain organizations or gangs or whatever, I can't be mad at you for being upset with our people for doing certain things. But that not appears to be your angle as time go on, and you showing certain tendencies that's letting us know, man, you not really about it. That's you just using this as your claim to fame. And I don't take you as no type of hardcore freedom fighter, as I'm gonna put it. You may be a lightweight community activist. You know, you may have donated some youth centers and all that, which, okay, that's cool, but whatever. But again, your antics take away from all that. So I see why people getting on you. And people gonna continue to get on you. Now, again, I haven't seen all your stuff, of course, because you usually on other people's shows speaking. And again, I know the name of the game for a lot of people is the whole shock value and everything, just to get people their eyes on them. But in your case, bro, that's going out the window. And now this old footage, and this is another thing, you being a self-proclaimed snitch, basically. That's basically the quote going around. And there's two things wrong with the situation in your case, Charleston. Is, for one, you coming off at first as if you was a civilian. So in a way that sort of gives you the right, how you put it, to tell, hey man, I'm a civilian. I'm a everyday. I'm not with that bull. I'm pointing it out. I'm on the side of the police, as you would put it. But then in the same breath, you referencing saying you a recovering gangster, you done did time, and you talking a gang of mess, a gang of disrespectful mess. So then when people approach you about it, you want to lash out or play the civilian card and scream and hoop and holler. Like what is you doing? It's real provocatorish, and I didn't say agent provocatorish, but I ain't throwing that off the table. But don't point the finger either, but it's real provocatorish the way you going about doing that, my man. So you need to check yourself, and I'm sure you gonna make a comment about the whole tape that's going around and something along the lines that you don't give a damn, you not denying it, and this and this and that. But point is, bro, you just turning out to be, see nowadays, you had a lot of jack-leg preachers using religion to come up off the people. Now you got a lot of people using the struggle to come up off the people. So they're appealing to our struggle. Whatever your problem is no different than advertisement and sales. Now I get it, everybody gotta eat, and just because you a freedom fighter or revolutionary, community activist, however you want to put it, definitely don't mean you need to be broke. Because a lot of times, on the side note, people like to associate success with rich, and rich being exploitive or part of the problem, or if just because you're successful you part of the problem. Nah, just because you for the people, that don't mean you're supposed to be struggling all your life. That's not the definition of it. You understand? So I just say that to say everybody gotta eat, everybody gotta make money. It's the situation we in. Is everybody in that situation. I don't care who you is, what race you is. Everybody on a plantation by that definition. But as far as for you, Charleston, bruh, you been going about it the wrong way. But one can argue there is no right or wrong way. Bad attention is better than no attention. But people need to understand the truth and know who's who. So, and again, in a lot of things, you need to, how should I put it? Well, like I say, squeeze the juice and throw away the peel. So, of course, if you can get past his whiny attitude, you might can pull out some good advice in a lot of his talks or whatever. He say some good stuff. But again, them antics take away from all that, man. And if I was you, I would stop doing that, man. Eventually, I ain't even about to say it's gonna catch up with you, but you can't cry and scream, bro, when people step to you about certain things you done said, man. Period. Stand on it. Don't just stand on it behind these cameras. And don't play the PC role. That's pretty much what you do. You play the PC role. It's like in jail. You've been in jail before, Charleston, so you know. Juvie, why, whatever it is, you've been down. So you say. So you know how it is. You're screaming behind that cell, behind that wall, but when them doors open, you quiet. You don't even want to come out. You close the door back, huh? And Rita, you press the, it's a little button in my county jail that's got pods. In our pods, it's a little button that you call the deputy for whatever reason, but it's called the snitch switch. So you one of them. You one of them button pressers, huh? That's what it seemed like, man. So that's how I feel about this whole Charleston White situation, y'all. Now again, I really didn't even too much want to speak on, bruh, and give it no light. You understand? Because again, any attention is better than no attention. So with that being said, if you really ain't fucking with it or don't support it, you don't give it no light, no look. You don't even speak on it, even if you talking bad, unless it's a real, true reason where something gotta be said to be like, hey, this ain't the way to do it. And this is kind of like this, what this video basically is. And this is upon request, being that I'm on YouTube and he's on YouTube, and our content, well, I speak on certain topics that we all relate to, that he may touch on when it just comes to the betterment of our people. But at the same time, for y'all out there listening to old bro, again, he makes some good points, but his antics take away from the major point to the degree to where we got to take a second look at you, bro. Like, what is your real motive, man? Because if it's a method to your madness, you losing grip. You ain't gonna be able to bring it back how you got it, how you thinking, and come around and where everybody be like, oh, okay. In particular, the people or certain circumstances you've been disrespecting. So think about that. But that's it, man. That's pretty much what I gotta say about old boy, y'all. Man, it's Bad News Brown breaking it down, man.